Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bearded Baker Banter, the sports podcast. Oh, Trey, I love it. Believe in the beard. Welcome to episode number 100.
You guys get it? Do you get it?
Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Timberland, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. All right.
Freaking awesome. Love it.
Yep.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
man.
Trey,
Yes.
nice nipples. By the way,
Thank you. Yep. Going
You're
shirtless
welcome.
underneath the jersey. Special occasion tonight.
You're welcome. See those things loud and clear.
Taking these
Definitely.
warlocks with all you got, guys. So they're out on
Warlocks.
full display tonight.
Wow. These
Warlocks.
Just compare your nipples to warlocks. It's pretty wild. Oh, that's great. But yes, welcome, guys. Got a lot to talk about here in the sports world. Obviously, episode 100. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of seems a little surreal.
Does.
Like
Definitely
that's we started this 2 years ago. We are now officially at episode 100 here before we head into 2025, which is to me just bananas. But
Crazy.
I don't know. We've had a lot of talks, a lot of fans, a lot of people reaching out to us and everything. Some pretty neat. Obviously, a lot of one-liners, which you can find in our merch shop, which is pretty cool. On beardedbakerbrothers.com/merch-shop. So go check that out. But yeah, it's been wild. I mean, it's awesome. I got a can for Richard Pop Top ready to go for tonight. I mean, it's awesome. So yeah, cheers to episode 100, boys. You're still muted, Trey, and your Pop Top was not. Oh, he ruined the good surprise.
Wasting the good pop top. Sorry,
Guess you got to do one more.
I was gonna say.
All right.
But yeah, so hey, we're gonna get into college football here to start with the new bracket, obviously out based off of who won and who lost. I know there's been a lot of criticism of some of the teams, and here's what you get when you have 12 teams and nobody can really hold. And at first,
It's
the
okay.
complaints and stuff. Well, that's the thing. It was the complaints and stuff. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of the media now, not a lot of media, but a couple of the media guys are like, you don't get everybody's best game every night. Like sometimes teams just have bad nights, and there was a lot of team. Yeah, there was some dominant games, and honestly, I feel like my team got dominated the most. Tennessee just get smashed, but go ahead.
So like that, what we saw the first round of playoffs is very here's my take from it is yes, I think all the favorites won, right? All the favorites won. I believe Ohio State covered easily. Penn State absolutely covered easily. I'm pretty sure did all teams?
Yes, they did.
Texas Clemson.
They covered. It was 14 was the final spread. The spread was 12.
So in my personal opinion, the difference between the first round of the college football playoffs versus the first rounds of the NFL playoffs is NFL playoffs have the over reffing that keeps the games close to the lines. Whereas college football, you don't have don't get me wrong, there's bad calls in college football, especially the targeting rule gets abused and called in only certain situations at times, it seems like. But that to me was I didn't mind it. I think it just showed you that there is there's a very clear line drawn between the best teams in the country versus the teams that, hey, they earned their way into the playoff, and rightfully so. I still don't think any of those teams were like, oh, you shouldn't have. I know Indiana catch a lot of shit, but hey, what are you going to do? I mean,
Indiana
look good,
and SMU caught a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I saw people that are like, this is why Alabama should have been in. This is why South Carolina should have been in.
Nope.
And my only thought to that is you guys lost 3 games to 500 teams.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Sub 500 teams too. So if you didn't want that in question, then you win those games and it doesn't matter. If there's a 2-loss Alabama and a 1-loss SMU, don't get me wrong, Alabama's in that game. 100% think that.
And I want to say something is the whole, nobody can hang with SEC speed. That needs to be done now.
Just means
Because
unless it's up north.
Ohio State made Tennessee look like a very bad football team.
They did.
They did. And I'm not rubbing it in your face, Ty.
No, it was the way they started. I mean, it was 21-0 the first quarter.
And
honestly, what it reminded me of was when Clemson went up 21-0 on SMU in the ACC championship. And I'm like, to come back from 3 touchdowns in the first quarter is not an easy thing to do, for anybody. So like that in itself, they kept showing signs here and there. And I'm like, oh, maybe. Oh, nope. All right. Give me another whiskey, please. Like that's kind of, sorry. I think I lost my camera there. You guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're just like a little gray person.
Hey, little guy.
Hang on.
But Tyler, to Tennessee's defense, though, is Ohio State really they looked like a different Ohio State from the rest of the season. Yeah. They looked like Urban Meyer Ohio State.
Yeah.
Well, and that's credit to them and credit to Ryan Day for bouncing back from a loss that people were questioning how they would respond to, and they came out looking better than they ever have all season. So
yeah,
you got to give them credit when credit is due. I don't think Tennessee didn't deserve to be there. I think they went to a really tough place to play and played a really, really good team that was hyped up.
Yeah,
and that's what. And I think they still deserve to be there. Like I said, it's just they had a like I said, tough Ohio State team, and Nico's a freshman. Like he's a redshirt freshman going into Ohio State at night in a playoff situation, first one ever. So yeah, it was a tough loss for Tennessee and you guys, Tyler. But I mean, take it with a grain of salt. That's experience for him, experience for your whole team next year. But yeah, I think
they're only going to get better. And I mean, I think that the tough thing is what the schedules look like going into next season. Who's playing who? Because I mean, after this year, it's if you get 3 losses, you're probably not getting in. And depending on what your 2 losses are, it's also going to depend on if you're getting in or not. It's like, all right.
Okay. So my question for you guys is what are the fixes? What are the improvements you can make to the playoff now that we've kind of seen it implemented and the first round's in play and now there's no more home field advantage?
I think first thing I would say is reseeding after the first round.
Okay.
I think that's got to be. They hit it completely out of the park with the home field. I love it. I love that these venues get it. But I do believe, NFL reseeds. They reseed for a reason. You earn that top spot. You not only now in the NFL, the only team that gets a bye on your side in your conference. Sorry, but then you also are going to play the worst team available, which is how it should be. Like Oregon having to play Ohio State this week, it's bullshit.
Toughest matchup. It's toughest matchup.
First time ever an AP number 1 team is an underdog in a postseason game.
Hold on a second though, because you're talking about reseeding. Ohio State's an 8 seed; they're the worst seed. Like it still would have been Ohio State. Like all the favorites won. All of the matchups right now is how it should be. Oregon and Ohio State's 1 and 8. Georgia's 2, Notre Dame 7, Boise's 3, Penn State 6, so Arizona State's 4, and Texas 5. Because all the favorites won. Now, say a favorite didn't win, then we'd be in a different story. But right now,
it is.
I agree, Trent, that it should be reseeded if that's
crazy.
So right now, it matches up how it should be.
Okay,
because
that's a good point.
I'll tell you right now, Oregon did get the toughest matchup.
That was me.
I said Ty.
No, because Tyler, that's actually thank God you brought that up because I didn't even realize that. And even if they would have reseeded, Oregon still has the toughest matchup. That's crazy to me still.
Yeah, it's initial seeding. Which is where it goes to. And I agree. I think Oregon really got the short end of the stick because that sucks. That your 2 options are Ohio State or Tennessee. Like, wow. Sorry for being undefeated the entire season. We just get some of these teams that have some great history, and play really tough schedules.
Yeah. So that goes to my thing of what I would change. Isn't necessarily about the playoff structure. It's about the regular season. I think your games need to predominantly be all in conference, or their out of conference games need to be also in another big conference, because college basketball does it right. Like, they have quad wins, which I necessarily wasn't a big fan of when they first introduced that, because I just thought it was like a way to get the SEC and the Big 12 more quality wins. But when it all comes down to it, it is a very good structure of how they do it. The top 50 teams, if you're home, if the top 50 team is home, they're a quad. It's a quad one win. If the top 25 team is away, it's a quad one win. Like, they have to rank the wins like a certain way to like put that into a formula.
So,
And
Trey, I like that idea of, but I am okay if they do play like you cap how many non-power conference games you play, like
right,
whether it be one or two,
right.
But because I think for some of those smaller schools, it is their only opportunity to kind of build their resume to get like a potential schedule boost.
Yeah, completely.
Like, so that'd be
it.
my only thing. And plus, not that any university needs more money, but it is money games for some of those programs.
Yeah, completely agree.
I have a really big thing to talk about then too, but go ahead. With college sports. But
you know what I would improve upon? I agree with the reseeding aspect of it, but you know what I would do? I would even take this next round and give the next round home field advantage.
This is the big bowls.
The problem is bowl games.
Hey, man, and I get it. I understand it. I would still make this home field advantage this next round.
So what you can do, Tyler, is keep the bowl games in their locations and give preferential home field advantage. So open tickets up to the higher seed first and their fans. And then if they don't sell out in a certain time, then open them up to everyone, right?
Well, yeah, but why? I mean, I know there's obviously money in business and everything else that goes with it, but like, why does the Fiesta Bowl have to be here? Why does the Peach Bowl have to be here? Like why can't they open them up? I know it's money. That's why I said it. But I'm saying like, hey, all right, you're in the Peach Bowl, but guess what? The Peach Bowl is being played at State College. All right, you're in the Fiesta Bowl. Hey, guess what? You're playing at Ohio State this week.
Tyler,
I know it's a finance thing, but
I was part of it goes to like look at the ticket cost for games.
States. Yeah. It's all about the states.
Yeah, like look at like Penn State tickets were going for like $60 a pop. Ohio State tickets going for like $60 a pop. Yeah. But then the games that are played at Texas, they're in Notre Dame. Notre Dame, you got tickets going for north of $2,000 a seat, whereas some of these venues struggled to actually get their.
So hear me out. Hear me out. So you allocate 65% of the tickets for the lower seed, the better seed, sorry, and then and 35 for the higher seed, and then after that window expires, then it's open to everyone. It's fair game then.
That's tough. Yeah. That's tough to do when it's college. Yeah, it is because what some places do, like in the NFL, is they prohibit sales from certain states.
So Trent, if
like
they
have the ability to do that, but not in college, you can't do that.
Yes, you can. Trent, they did it to Penn State students at State College.
I don't have a damn dog in the fight of any college team. And I sit there and decide I want to go, and they're like, "Well, what team do you like? Or like what the hell are you gonna like?" If I know that's
they can see where you're buying from.
Okay,
yeah, but that works to a certain extent because what
if I just want to go to the big game? Like, what if I'm just like, dude, like this is one of the craziest college football matchup, Notre Dame, Georgia. Okay. And I'm from Pennsylvania. Like, doesn't mean shit.
Okay, so you do 45, 25, 30 general public. Dude, I'm telling you, Trent, that's how they do it, man. That's how they do it.
We need to get a ticket person on here to explain that. But
great.
All right.
Because there's got to be a way. If Tyler was saying to do that, then there's got to be a way to allocate home field advantage based off.
Just call up Tom Hanks on a Polar Express. He's good at tickets.
Get your tickets here.
Oh, whoa, Jay, there he is. There he is.
I don't think he's not Irish.
No,
you want to talk there. There,
yours then, Tyler. Yeah.
God, I just re-listened to that tonight, getting ready for dinner. I was losing it, but what about? I guess my question would be: is now this would eliminate a possible recommendation. This would eliminate a at large team getting in. Okay, like a non-power five
and at large team.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
A at large team.
We
He's
sometimes
he's nerding out right now.
I was gonna say, Tyler, this is not a book club. Okay, not a book club. All right,
it's a sport podcast.
Thanks. Flagship species. But anyway, I did see a proposed to like, hey, let's keep this to like all Power 4 conferences, and where you take your top 4 teams from each conference and make it a 16-team playoff, where your first 2 rounds are strictly in conference. So like your first round of playoffs would literally be against, if you're the number 1 team in your conference, you're playing the number 4 team in your conference. 2 and 3 play each other, and then your conference championships are actually a playoff game.
Trent, I can take that one better for you.
Okay.
Make it the top 3 from each conference, and then have one playing game in each conference with at-large teams. So 22 teams.
Why not? Why not get an extra game in?
What?
No buys. Let's go. No buys.
It's not a buy.
Oh, you want to give an out? Okay, so you want to.
I want to have at-large teams play a playing game to the 4th spot in each conference.
Ooh, I like that. I'm cool with that.
And then the top 3 are automatic. So 22 teams, right? 4 from the 8 go, and then make it a 16.
Okay. Yeah. Either
way.
Hold on.
Hold on a second. So you're hold on, Trent. To your point, before Trey, I'll ask you a question. But to your point, Trent, you're saying like, hey, screw the Mountain West.
Yeah.
Like no, that's dumb.
Okay.
Because Mountain West obviously proved that they're better this year.
Right.
Some of these, yeah. And the Big 12. I mean, at first it was just the Big 12, and then all of a sudden ACC's out there because of who won the ACC. So I hate that. I hate that.
Here's my argument: is who did Boise State play other than Oregon in week 2?
Let's you know what? Let's see what happens this week. Because
there we go. There he is.
They got a great running back.
The haters.
I do like it.
Haters are out.
I'm just saying, dude. Let's see what happens.
Should have been Heisman. Should have been the Heisman.
Should have been the Heisman. You're right, but
100% should have been.
I'll tell you what I really want to see is I really want to see Arizona State because I love their head coach.
I do love their
I would love to see Arizona State.
And I love their running
shock the shit out of the world and knock Texas off.
I don't think I'm that shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked.
But I said it would be the world. We're not shocked.
Here's the thing that cracks me up. Here's the thing that cracked me up about the playoff and favorites or whatever. After it came out that Carson Beck is not playing, guess what ESPN ran with?
Who's that? Hold on. Sid?
Yeah, the Hammerhead. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Hammerhead shark bait.
After it came out that he's not playing, what did ESPN do?
I don't know.
Texas is the favorite. Texas is the team to beat. They have to back an SEC team, and it cracks me up.
Because that's where their money is.
Can we also understand, though, Trey, that Penn State has now been served a silver platter with a silver spoon and a silver fork and saying, hey, get to the championship.
At least the semis.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, like
nobody's beating Georgia.
Gotta beat who you play.
Nobody's beating Georgia until the championship game.
And Trey
Notre Dame's going to beat Georgia.
Notre
Dame will beat Georgia.
Let's go money line.
No.
Money line.
Points, Trent.
Come on.
2.5.
Give me the points.
2.5.
What are the points?
It's 2.5.
2.5?
No. Let me confirm that because Trent is probably like 6.5.
Go right on Trent.
I bought the alternative line at 2.5. So
go right on DraftKings and eat your words, dipshit.
It's 2. It's actually 2. He's actually giving you a half.
2.5.
Yeah. Listen to that little pussy. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say that.
2.5.
I don't care. I'm sorry, but that's
2.5.
It's 2.
I see 2.5 on other sites. I don't know where Tyler's getting 2.
DraftKings.
Okay, well, I'm using ESPN, FanDuel, Fanatics. It's all 2.5.
You want
to go 2.5, Trent? Do you want to do it?
Oh, the dog's out.
Or your little meow meow.
2.5.
All right. Notre Dame plus 2.5.
Hold on, give me your little weird. There you go. You saw the shake. Yeah, I'll take that in a second, man. Crazy.
I'm actually surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually surprised that Georgia's still a favorite, though. With Carson Beck out, that actually really surprises me.
They're better without him.
Well, I know, but
when it's a surprise, that's why Texas lost that SEC championship.
How much film you got on him?
Enough now,
dude.
You got enough. Trent, he can't throw the ball like he can run the ball. Put a spy on him. Make him make throws.
You got a team that I don't know. You had 2 weeks to pretty much prepare here. You had 2 weeks to prepare, and maybe it's
their offensive line, their defensive line, their running game is too good, and then they have a
interesting. You talk about their offensive line because that was their quote unquote big weakness this year early on. That's why they were so criticized. So
they did not look weak against Indiana. They did not look weak against Indiana.
So maybe Indiana wasn't real.
We don't know that.
Notre Dame in big time.
Google me. Hey, Google me.
I will.
I'm just saying. I think Notre Dame is the favorite to win it all.
Win it all?
Wow,
that's insane. That's stupid. That's the dumbest comment you've said.
Yep, very stupid,
dude.
Ohio State. Then
at this point, I would say Ohio State over Notre Dame for sure.
And isn't it funny
after the way that they looked?
You both said this is an overrated, worst Ohio State team I've ever seen.
You're exactly right.
You both are eating your goddamn words right now.
Yep.
No, I still think it is. Right. I think that they were so prepared. Okay. Credit to Ryan Day because a lot of people are calling for his head and saying he's gonna get fired if he doesn't win. Right? Credit to Ryan Day because he had the guys ready to play to beat the shit out of Tennessee. They came out. They looked like trying to. Who'd you say?
Urban Meyer, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you said it's right. Like that is. You're exactly right. You hit the nail on the head because they came out and punched them in the mouth, stepped on them,
they did not
ran them back over. They went reverse back over them again. Like they did everything. It was
kind of embarrassing.
Oh my god, dude! Like I said, I was literally I had a glass of whiskey and I'm like, oh yeah, celebration whiskey because I think we're gonna upset them. Boom, touchdown, boom, touchdown, boom, touchdown. I'm like, holy shit, I couldn't even get through my first glass.
Happy whiskey
and after
turned
that,
into a sad
whiskey. Hell yeah, dude. It was a horrible feel. I had my Tennessee glass.
You drink a lot more sad whiskey than you drink happy whiskey in those moments.
Yeah. That leads to some whiskey. Never mind. I'll stop there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it was awful, man.
With my milk.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was. You're right, though. I mean, it was embarrassing. But like, if Ohio State continues to play like that shit,
they're gonna win.
Look out!
Hey, real quick, interesting.
The best they've looked all season.
Agreed.
Interesting side storyline is how Texas, now SEC school, former Big 12 school, gets to play the Big 12 champion.
So you hear Sark's interview about it too? Like,
no, I haven't.
He was very, very complimentary of Arizona State.
As you should be.
Hey man, we were there.
Material.
Well, and it was look how many years, look how hard it is to win the Big 12. And I think he talked about how many Big 12 championships that Texas had, and here's Arizona State, and they have this. And it was you're right, Trey. It's a bulletin board material. He's not trying to, put anything out there, but he was very complimentary. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying
I just hope one of the TV production guys puts his hand on Sarkisian's chest and tell him not to run out yet.
Oh, man. You remember that shit?
Don't touch me.
He might. Never mind.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I bet hey, Trey. I bet he uses the same. I bet he uses the same good luck deodorant that Matthew McConaughey uses. Good old stinky McConaughey.
No deodorant.
Yeah. Remember Wayne? He's like, yo, Matthew McConaughey, he just looks like he stinks.
He does, yeah.
I was like, no, I agree. But yeah, it's been known that he doesn't wear deodorant. So I bet Sark's wearing the same St. Matthew McConaughey deodorant there to celebrate.
That Texas musk.
Yeah. Smells like bull ball sweat.
Yeah, Bevo bull sweat.
Beaver bull sweat?
Bevo.
Bevo.
I was like, what the hell's a beaver bull?
Bevo bull sweat.
I know. Like, so dude, you sounded like
Rocky Mountain oyster sweat. Ugh.
Can you imagine how much Bevo's Rocky Mountain oysters would sell for in Texas?
Not a lot. I bet it'd be a load of money.
That's gross.
That is a load. I mean, that is gross.
It's a load. All right. Well, hey, Tyler, I think it's time.
It is. It is time.
What is it time for? We don't do anything on this show. We don't do anything except
Bearded best bets.
There it is, baby.
Tyler's always last to be unmuted. It always makes me laugh.
Well, hey, what's crazy though is like, when I get my new MacBook, because this one here, I only get to see like the end of the video now, even though I know it records the whole thing.
Hey,
so it angers me.
Are we like I'm not gonna lie, like I have like a best bet per game. Like,
yeah, our best bets are every game.
Okay, so we got 4 games, 4 playoff games.
Yep. Hold on, so we're only talking about 4 playoff games.
Yeah, we already clarified that.
All right, yes. All right. Hold on though. I do have a quick best bet though.
I've got one too, a non-playoff game. Go ahead.
Friday, 7 p.m. Texas Tech money line. Take it now, boys.
Ooh, okay. What's it? It's a juice.
Spreads -2 and -108, but I'm taking the money line at -120.
I like. I'm keeping an eye on Navy. Keeping an eye. I can't call it a best bet, but Oklahoma transfer portal struck them hard. Lost their starting quarterback, not playing. I believe that's the case. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm a homer there. They kind of shocked me with the Army-Navy game, not going to lie.
Shocked a lot of people.
Ty, you and I talked about that. You and I were both on because Trey was snoozing. We both were on Army because you were ready.
I was on Navy. I bet Navy big time.
Sure he did. We don't know. No proof.
Yeah, we don't know.
I'll send my best fuckers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, that's the only other one. If not,
Trey,
keep an eye
this
on the
is
over.
a free show. You don't have to apologize.
I know.
It says it's explicit.
Hey,
it's how people talk in the world.
Yeah.
Guys, this next Richard Pop Top is brought to you by our very own Hershey, PA Brewery. Trogs Brewery, right down the road to the Beards. So Graffiti Highway year round. So please.
At Trogs Hershey.
Yep. John and John?
Chris.
John
and
Chris. If you're listening.
Trogners.
If you're listening, thank you. Boom. Look at that guy. Double.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Double trouble.
I mix them. I make a chocolate elf.
Wow.
Sometimes.
Bottles in each. Whoa.
Whoa, he actually did it.
I know that, dude. Yeah. I never did that before. That was great. It's the 100th episode.
Yeah, there you go. Tyler's used to flesh and doing that.
Shut up.
Wow.
Not even funny. Not even funny.
All right. Let's get to these bearded best bets. Hey, let's go game number 1. Friday. Nope, not Friday. Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. The Fiesta Bowl that's being played in Glendale, Arizona. Penn State versus Boise State. What is your bet for this one? Do you want me to start us off since I gave a little background here?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got Penn State -10.5.
Whoa.
That's it. That's my best bet.
Yeah. I'm going to counter Trent. I got Boise State +11. And that's because
I hope you didn't really bet that.
Why?
Because how could you bet against your team, man?
Because I still think Penn State's going to win. It's called betting with your head, not your heart, Trent. It's
called
you bet the numbers, not your team.
I'm betting with my head, and I'm telling you right now, Penn State wins by 2 or more touchdowns.
Well,
What are the strokes gained? What are the strokes gained on this game?
Huh?
What are the strokes gained on this
you
game?
fucking asshole.
Tyler, pick.
Listen, hold on.
I'm gonna.
Can I say why though? Do I get a chance or
No.
Moving
on.
Yes, go,
All right,
no, go
moving
ahead,
on.
Trey.
Tyler,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go. All right, I'm
It's
gonna.
I was kidding. Relax.
All right. It's because I think the run game is going to be the focal point of both teams. I don't think any team's going to have enough time to get up by more than 2 scores, to be honest with you.
Oh, God.
Because
dude.
Nick Singleton and Kate Tryon are going to be their focal point of the game. And Genty, I don't know why he wouldn't be your focal point of the game. Why not? Like, you're going to try to throw the ball against Penn State? Look how that worked for SMU. The guy threw 3 picks. 2 pick sixes.
I think Penn State's defense going to cause a couple turnovers. You're going to get Boise State backed up in the sticks, and they're going to try to do what you just said.
But
They'll make them pay. You watch.
You're not going to back Genty up too often, dude.
Beer bet me 10.5.
He'll bet you 11.
No, give me my hook.
All right, fine. I'll give you 10.5. Plus.
Hey,
quick.
You
just
did it. Too bad.
Hey, quick DraftKings fun fact. Favorite has covered the spread in 7 of Penn State's last 8 games.
Trey, you kept it going there for too long.
You're a little delayed in my camera. Sorry.
That's weird. You're delayed on mine.
Yeah.
Nobody's delayed on mine. All right. So my bet, I mean, I don't like the numbers, but I'm just going to take over 53 total points. That's my best bet.
Dude, the under.
Over 53?
The under.
No. Yeah. Take the under, huh?
Run games are unders.
Hey,
take
Tyler.
the under. Ready? Another fun fact. 8 of Penn State's last 9 games against ranked teams at neutral venues have gone over the total points line.
Okay. You want to beer bet me on that, Tyler?
Whoops. Sorry.
No, I'll beer bet you the over under.
Dude, you're going to owe so many bets of
then do it with
beers.
Then do it.
No, not doing it.
Sounds like
because I don't like the bets in that game, so I don't feel confident, so I'm not gonna take it.
Well, it's your best bet. What's one of your best bets?
We're picking each game, so of course it's the best bet. So
that's your best bet. So I'm telling you.
Well, I'm not beer betting it.
Trent,
all right, moving on to the next one.
He does, Trey.
I
mean,
Trent.
I have terrible luck beer betting Penn State games.
Wait,
he does have 2 cats, Trey.
Oh, okay. That's what I hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it sounds like and smells like a third.
It smells like.
I'm so sorry.
Sounds and smells like.
After I said it,
Trent's the most explicit tonight. Yeah,
that was good. That was good, Trent. That was really
most explicit.
Oh. Stop, you know that bothers me.
I know it does. That's why I'm saying it.
Yeah. Braxton will listen to this eventually.
Episode 100, boys. Episode 100.
Episode 100.
Getting a gold record made of this one.
That was good. I'll give you that.
Thanks.
Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it, Tyler?
No. Let's move to the next game. I'm not beer betting it.
Actually,
Georgia, Notre Dame.
Tyler, real quick recommendation in the future. I know we have our bearded best bet sound like a little segment. I think every time we make a beer bet, once it's official, I think we gotta have a little, have a little graphic.
You gotta do a little ching ching or a cheers,
like a cheers. Yeah.
Well, just so you know, I have a soundboard I have it in my cart. I'm ready to buy it soon. Which actually
you can do
has sounds that you can add.
Like a little.
Oh, don't worry, dude. I got a whole lot of shit ready to go, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, I do need to get a new MacBook though first.
By the way, Richard Pop Top shirts. Richard Pop Top shirts are available in the merch store. Zazzle.com. Use the code BEARD.
Or you could just go to beardedbakerbrothers.com/merch-shop.
What is the code though, Tyler? Just in case.
There's not a code. You just have to use our link.
Use the link. Okay.
Yep. Go to our website. That's why it's down there, right on the ticker.
All right.
Right
hey boys. Next game. This game is Wednesday. I believe this is New Year's Day, January 1st at 1 p.m. The Peach Bowl that is played in Atlanta, Georgia. We have Texas versus Arizona State. I started last one, so why don't we go next up? Let's go reverse or Trey. Let's go Trey. Your pick.
Yeah, I got Arizona plus 13.5 minus 110. That's my best bet. 13.5.
You said
Come on.
Arizona plus 13.5.
Arizona State. Yep. Arizona State.
Yeah, Arizona State.
I'll Trey. I'm making that mine too because I like that.
How
Hey,
could you?
boys.
You had 13.5, right, Trey?
Hello, Trent.
Do you hear that? Let's make that a sweep.
Hey, now.
Oh.
That was good.
Give it to me. I'm going Arizona State plus 13.5.
Do any of you guys have a little bit of a trap bet feeling with that?
Absolutely. It was kind of the trappy feeling.
The Tennessee bet last week that I like doubled down
I
on,
know.
and tripled down on, and yes, I do.
It's like too good to be true. Getting 13.5. Like that's too good to be true.
Trey, can I also say this is where I think this is where when I was doing my picks for this, what you stated earlier about a run game and how sometimes a team that relies heavy on the run can make it hard to pull away and cover a big spread.
That's what she said.
And Scatabo, the second best running back in the country, he's going to have a big day. I think he's going to have
maybe third best.
No,
Iowa's running back was on Trent. Are you guys serious? You don't know about Iowa's running back?
I mean, I do, but
I don't.
Where are they at?
He is like he almost was just as good as Genty this year.
Scatabo is higher up in the Heisman ranking.
As he should be. Like his team is more successful.
As he should be.
Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that so fucking?
I had a bubble in my throat. I had a bubble in my throat.
That's weird. What popped?
Used to things that bubbles in your throat.
That's disgusting.
It is gross.
Oh, so now I said it was gross.
Yep, most vulgar, most explicit. All right. Anyway, we're all on the same board there, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Next one. We've got
Jeez.
What's the old saying for the Rose Bowl? The granddaddy of them all. Or is that the
Yes, it is.
The granddaddy of them all. The Rose Bowl. That's what they call it, Ty. Shut up.
You're trusting Trey to say that?
No, it is.
Ohio State, Oregon rematch. 5 p.m. New Year's Day. Whew.
Gosh.
New Year's Day might be more of a party day than New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, yeah.
Well, for those of us that don't have to work on the next day. That's like the saddest day of the year too, I think. But anyways, Tyler, you're up first and I'll follow.
Dude, how can you not take Oregon as a dog? I mean, it's a trap line, in my opinion, but I'm taking Oregon 2.5.
I'm taking Oregon money line.
I mean, I'll put that on that too, but my best bet's 2.5.
I am with you guys. I'm taking Oregon plus 2.5 because
it also feels like a super big trap.
Yeah, it does, but I don't know. Stat guys just got to me. Stat guys just told me that Caleb Johnson, running back for Iowa, had 21 touchdowns and 1,600 yards this season rushing.
That's good.
Averaging 6.5 yards per carry. So, yeah, I think he's the second best running back in the NFL besides NCAA besides Austin Genty. So, sorry.
All right. Last game.
Oh, yep, I got you. Here we go. Last one. We have the Sugar Bowl. Not Teapot.
Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl. We've got Notre Dame versus Georgia, 8:45 p.m. New Year's Day.
I'll start since you guys know mine. I'm taking Notre Dame plus 2.5. 100%. I think Stockton was a good little spark plug in the SEC championship game because he came out in the second half, and there was no prep for him. There was prep for Carson Beck and his passing game and what their offense looks like with him. There was no prep for Stockton. I don't know his first name. Sorry.
John.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say John.
Let's just call him John.
He can pass the ball.
and his center is Jeff Hornacek.
Shut up. Is it?
Jeff Hornacek.
It's
yes.
Karl Malone.
No, that's power forward. And Hornacek was shooting guard.
Yeah, you should have said Karl Malone.
No.
These guys were a dynamic duo, Tyler.
Pretty sure
Anyway,
he's a controversial figure.
Like always touched
Holy
beside his nose to say hi to his kids when he was at the free throw line or something like that. That's all right. I'm sorry. Fun fact. I remember Dad telling me about that.
Yeah, or he just loved cocaine.
No. Hornacek's a good guy.
No. Hornacek did not do cocaine. Sorry.
Allegedly. It was allegedly.
No,
he did not.
Not even allegedly.
There's no allegedly.
No, I mean, I was allegedly accusing him of that, and he never did. Sorry, Mr. Hornacek.
Mr.
So anyway, I'm going.
Hey, look for that lot. Look for that clothing line. Sorry, Mr. Hornacek.
No,
I don't know.
Then he's gonna look up. Then he's gonna look up why, and then Trey's gonna get in trouble. Trey's
gonna be like, "Yo, Hornacek in the free throw line."
Sorry about that.
Oh man,
Mr. I was
Hornacek.
misinformed.
Misinformed.
Dude, that's gonna be a great clothing line. Man, I'll make the shirts purple.
Oh,
all right. So hold on. So Trey, you said Notre Dame plus 2.5. Trent, I'm assuming you're minus 2.5.
My best bet is I have Georgia's money line.
Okay, Georgia money line. All right.
You get it for like minus 120, minus 125. I'm gonna take that.
I'm actually again I like total points because it's less stressful. So I'm taking over 44. Not a bad pick. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Notre Dame can score.
I think that's Georgia under.
Of course you do. All right, so that's college football. Real quick, Trey. I don't know if you saw your boy Bo picked a school.
Missouri.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. That'll be it'll be I don't know. I don't know what to think of that, to be honest with you. I think I think it's gonna be like a Will Levis situation again. Like he might do well this year, he'll get drafted, and then he's gonna suck in the NFL.
He's Trace McSorley 2.0, so
100%. And that's what Will Levis was. A strong arm that is very athletic.
Do you think like Drew Aller's like a good NFL quarterback though?
He's the prototype that they like in the NFL, yeah.
Oh, I just feel like it's been a long time since Penn State's produced a good NFL quarterback.
Kerry Collins.
Okay, a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're exactly right. Like that's crazy.
I feel like everybody's like a little scatback guy that's, hey, I'm going to be a great third stringer. You know, put me in, coach. Like I just feel like there are these little guys that are just.
Or you get a big guy that's also a scat back, like Will Levis, that they give a chance to, and he sucks.
They didn't give him a chance.
He transferred. They gave him a year and a half, dude. No, I'm talking NFL, Tyler.
Oh, NFL, yeah.
I'm talking about Penn State.
He's done.
He wouldn't have been good at Penn State. He would have done the same thing.
He likes mayonnaise in his coffee. Let's move on. All right. Speaking of Levis, guys, so we're out.
NFL.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do NFL. Yep.
All right.
So, all right.
Any statistics or anything that you guys?
Yeah, a couple things
any
here.
News stories or what do you guys got with the NFL?
I got a couple things here. Trent, go ahead. Yeah. Why don't you get us started here while I pull mine up?
Well, I guess I got a couple things kind of associated with my horrible organization that I'm a fan of. They hold your breath. They won a game. I think they snapped the 10-game losing streak. But now they've dropped. They've dropped from first pick overall to sixth pick overall, which sucks. It's the Las Vegas Raiders, in case you don't know who I like. The only thing that two things I want to throw out there. One, I'm going to make a push again, is Brock Bowers deserves Rookie of the Year offensively.
He won't get it.
He won't get it because every award is a quarterback award, which is a joke. But I mean, my only thing is he's here's where he's at, like ready for like Puka Nacua got it last year, correct? Rookie of the Year for offense.
I don't know that. That's a good question.
Yeah, so he going into these, what is it, last 2 weeks or 3 weeks? I forget. Last 2 weeks of the season, he needs 4 receptions to break the record for receptions for a rookie in a season. He is at 101 right now, and the record is 105, set by Puka Nacua. In terms of yards, this is a crazy record. Mike Ditka has the record for most yards for a rookie at 1,076. This might be just the tight end, I believe. 1,076 yards. And Brock Bowers needs 9 yards to break the record. So my thing is, when you have that tight, I know he's not winning games. I know Jaden Daniels, but in reality, man, like Jaden Daniels in actually a pretty good situation. Brock Bowers is in probably one of the worst situations in the entire NFL. So those are my statistics. And then I guess I'd like to throw 2 things out there. Lots of rumors on the forefront for coaching, where Vrabel is being rumored to be associated with the potential Raiders coach. Totally, I said it to you guys at dinner. Totally, the connection between Tom Brady might help that there significantly. But then the other thing is, I'm just I'm at the point where I just can't. I just don't give a shit anymore. And the potential for Max Crosby to come out, and I know he was supposedly commenting on Myles Garrett's situation, but like for him to come out and like criticize, I want to know where we're heading and where we're at. It's like he sat there and gave the ultimatum that, hey, you either hire Pierce, or I'm gone, or I'm going to demand a trade. So the team hires Pierce. It was a bullshit year. Pierce, I mean, nothing against him, but he's a position coach. He might be a coordinator someday. I don't think he's the head coach. I just don't. So it's like don't sit there and now because they suck. Like you made your demands about him being the head coach. So freaking, I'm just so sick of. It's kind of like college athletes, but also NFL players and it's like people run from a struggle anymore. And to me, it's like, don't get me wrong, it's been a really bad struggle, but shit, Max, like, come on, like we paid you. It might be because he doesn't have any more guaranteed money left in his contract deal. Let's pay him a shit ton. But all I will say, last thing, is if you don't pay him and he wants traded, if you settle for anything less than 3 first-rounders,
whoa. You think they get 3?
Yeah.
No.
If you were gonna get it for freaking Burns from Carolina a couple years ago, if you're gonna get 2 or 3 first-rounders, we better get 2 or 3 first-round picks.
Burns is also 21 years old.
How old is Crosby?
Don't know.
20s.
Yeah, I was gonna say he might be like 25, 26.
Sorry. He leads the league in pressures.
There's
and
no way he's 25 or 26. It's got to be more.
I'll work on it. Anyway, sorry. Those are my headlines. Sorry. Go ahead.
He is.
So I don't know. So I'm going to start with this headline. Trey, while you're looking that up,
he's 27 years old.
Man, I said 20, 25, 26. So that's close. I'm going to start with this headline. This was a Christmas Day headline. that the NBA, which had what 5-6 games on, I know they're trying to find out what the hell to do about the NBA. They averaged 5.25 million average viewership of their games. The NFL had 2 games, and they averaged 24.2 million.
Jeez, NFL's king, man.
But here's the, and you know what though, and I'm not going to get into this tangent at all, but like, you're right, Trey. And even though the league has sucked this year because of injuries, because of refereeing, because of I don't know, I just felt like NFL I felt like it was a down season, not just for my team.
How many different things you have to be subscribed to watch it?
Yeah, like there's just a lot of things. I mean, hell, you're turning to baseball. You're gonna black out games now soon too. Like,
yeah, they probably
so. Will. Yeah, but to see that viewership, I mean, the NBA. I'm gonna tell you exactly what the NBA needs to do. All right, and again, I'm not getting on this a lot, but the NBA needs to bring back toughness. They need to bring back defense. They need to eliminate certain things. They need to actually get back into like the Shaquille O'Neal, the Sean Kemp, the old school Kevin Garnett. Like when basketball was tough and you were actually like backing guys down and dunking on top of people, that's what basketball needs. All this finesse bullshit of 3-pointers and stuff, that's why your viewership's down.
Yeah.
So if you really want to, and you know what they're going to do before they ever do something to bring in that more into it, is they're going to add like a 4-pointer. They're going to add something stupid. Yes, they are. They're going to add something really stupid.
This is why I don't think they'll do that.
Make it worse.
Yeah,
it would, but they think it'll make it better because guys can shoot from where.
Adam Silver is a very aware commissioner, Tyler, and he's already said, I need to find a way to make the aesthetics of the basketball play more like enjoyable for the viewers. And what they're going to do, Tyler, is they're going to limit the foul calls. They're going to encourage toughness down low. And then you know what they have to do is they have to eliminate
you have a defensive 3 seconds. That is the
Tyler,
dumbest shit I've ever
heard.
Let him play zone.
Eliminate it.
Exactly. All right, let's move on because I don't want to get too much in the NBA.
But what they will do, Tyler, is they will eliminate the fouls. And what they should do is eliminate their stupid challenge thing that they have. That is the dumbest, stupidest thing ever. You can challenge every single call in a fucking NBA game. It's stupid. Sorry.
And if anybody watched the Sixers game the other night, that referee had a heyday giving out technicals for everybody.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and that was such bullshit. Like, again, not getting into this. I will say this though, a little bone I have to pick though with the NFL is down year. All right, I know there's always a lot of criticism. Oh, they play so many games. They play this many games a year. Okay, you already have guys that don't play any preseason games. Okay, next, now what you have happening, and I get it that it's my health. I understand that. You're also being paid millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to play a game. Okay, and when with these teams that are shutting guys down because of injuries. Okay, not saying they're not hurt. Right? I'm not saying they're. Well, CD Lamb got shut down. Okay, because of his shoulder injury.
Okay,
I'm not saying that some of these guys aren't hurt. There's guys that are dealing with certain things. Trent Williams, another one, just went on IR, yesterday.
Because of his ankles. That's okay. Also
but
a little bit.
That's I'm not dogging Trent Williams because he's obviously dealing with the death of 2 children.
Yeah, that's awful.
But completely different. But I'm saying like a CD Lamb. There's some other guys that are on teams that are on playoff teams. Sorry, not playoff teams that are like, week 17, week 18, I'm good. Like, I'm good. So at this rate, I say let's eliminate preseason and let's add maybe 2 more games. All right, because if you're going to sit out the last 2 games of the season, regardless, if you're not in the playoffs, then screw it. Because I talk about it from a fan perspective. Because let's say you're taking your kid who is a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan, right? The only tickets you can get, for affordable, because NFL tickets are insane, is, hey, we're going week 17. Yeah, let's go. All right. And now everybody's sitting out, and you get to literally watch the backups play. No disrespect to the backups, but holy shit. Like, I think
how about no buys?
I have told you my concept on the buys is you need to break the league into thirds. You need to have a first third. Everybody has a bye week. You need to have a second third. Everybody has a second bye week. And then you play the last third of the season. So that way, what you're doing is you're not like, well, we had a bye in the 5th week. we had a bye in the 12th week. Like, oh man, my team's healthy, my team's not. Like,
Like you're saying,
everybody's
everyone
buys.
has the same bye weeks.
Yep.
Okay.
And what you can do is you can do skills and drills challenges because you know what they're going to be worried about is making money. Oh, well,
You can do retired players.
Dude, there's so many things that you could do
give
with
them
that
a couple
stuff
extra $1 million. Like you know how the basketball does like the big whatever tournament or whatever, like where old players from college go. Like Ohio State always has a team that makes it to the finals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Trent? The big tournament.
The big tournament, TBT.
Why not do like a 5-on-5 touch football thing with that? Like make a I don't know.
Nobody watch that shit.
Jeez.
Nobody's gonna watch that.
What I'm saying though is like maybe you do your all-stars skills and drill stuff.
No, you don't do any of that, Ty. The only thing you do is you alternate. I don't think you give each team 2 bye weeks. I think you give the AFC 1 bye week, the NFC another. So the week that the AFC has the bye, the NFC teams are playing only conference.
Great
games.
idea. Great idea.
I think that's the solution. But we can go on and on about
But
that.
you do make them all the same week, so it's fair and
at least for your conference for sure. And then
every year the NFC AFC switch. Week 8 AFC does it, week 9 NFC does it, and the next year it's week 8, week 9. Like
split in half. I'm cool with that. I think that's a good idea.
So here's the thing: is that will make a league that is already extremely successful at getting viewership, no matter what,
even more successful.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like I think they're looking at it right now and saying, "Look at our numbers on Netflix."
Yeah,
and Netflix is going to be able to buy more games because of the viewership because the ratings were outrageous. And I had zero
no glitches.
I was
going to say that there was no butt cheeks frozen on the screen.
I had zero technical difficulties, thankfully. But
Trent said he had butt cheeks frozen on his screen. He couldn't understand why.
He was airplaying his phone.
It's awkward. But I just Chiefs clinched home field advantage again, guys, and I'm not gonna lie, they look good.
Trent, that leads me in
Christmas
to my
Christmas Day games. We were talking about, a recap. Chiefs look very good. Steelers, I think they should start to sweat a little bit. Mike Tomlin, I don't get it. I felt like he threw the talent way too early on that game, not taking timeouts early. Didn't like how he approached that. And then I know Tyler hates on them, but I think the Ravens are going to be a real problem. Real problem for either the Bills because they blew the Bills out earlier this year, or the Chiefs. And you know what? I won't get too high on the Bills or the Ravens until I see them beat the Chiefs in the postseason.
Can I make a quick comparison? Because I don't dog on the Ravens. I get frustrated because there's always so much hype and they always lose the games that they're supposed to win. Okay.
So does every team right now.
Okay, just hold on a second. Let me finish. Can I tell you who Lamar is going to be compared to historically in the end when his career is done?
Michael Vick.
Aaron Rodgers. Okay, because he's going to win. He's going to win a buttload of MVPs, and he may win 1 Super Bowl, if that. And that's great. Like if MVPs is your thing, that's cool. And that's a big thing, as a quarterback award. But that's all he's ever going to. He's not going to take them and win championship. And can I tell you that? Can I tell you this? It's not his fault this year, Trent. It's not Lamar's fault this year. The fault this year of the Ravens is going to be their defense. Their defense is not as strong, but it's not as strong as it's been in the past. That's always been their backbone as a Ravens team that wins Super Bowls has been their defense. You had Ray Lewis, you had also Hard University. All right, you had great defenses. Okay, and this year their defense is not that good. It's gotten
better. It's gotten better since they moved Hamilton to a true safety. rather than playing down the box because that guy is a stud.
It's also one of the stupidest comparisons I've ever heard in my life.
Ooh.
That you're going to say Lamar Jackson is Aaron Rodgers, Tyler?
Successfully.
Aaron Rodgers is the best thrower of the football in the NFL history.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson is the opposite of that. He's the best athlete that cannot throw the football.
Best runner.
He cannot throw a football anywhere at
I disagree.
over the field. No.
He's gotten better. He's gotten better this year.
I think
he's gotten better this year. Okay, that doesn't matter. But you're comparing literally the best thrower of the football to an athlete, Tyler. That's
what I'm comparing. What I'm comparing them is successfully. I have a boatload of MVPs, like Aaron does. Aaron has a lot of MVPs, and he has one Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson has a bunch of MVPs, and he doesn't have a Super Bowl yet, but he might get one.
But he's not also nearly as successful as a quarterback as Aaron Rodgers is. Not even close. Not even close.
There's a lot more years to be played.
Okay.
I mean, Lamar just got his first big contract.
But
right?
Lamar, before they lost Patrick Queen, they had very good defenses, Tyler. In fact, the Ravens had I think 2 of the years they were in the playoffs, they had the best defense, and they lost the first round.
Because of Lamar Jackson's play. And that's why I said this year it's not going to be because of Lamar Jackson. It's going to be because of their defense, which is unusual. That's my point.
Right, but the Packers never lost a playoff game because of Aaron Rodgers' play. They lost literally because of their defense.
No, they lost because Robbie Gould.
No, the Packers' defense in the playoffs averaged over 34 points a game.
And special teams, Trey.
Yeah, no, Trent, that's what I'm saying is when Rodgers was on the field, they averaged in the playoffs over 34 points a game. Yeah. How is a quarterback supposed to win playoff games when your defense is averaging 35 points a game? That's not palpable. And that's not the case for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens at all.
I agree.
In fact, they had elite defenses when he was there, and they still didn't do anything.
Right.
I just fear Chiefs are playing some of their best football at the right time.
So that gets me to my headline statistic, and it's going to be quick because it's not really a headline; it's more of a statistic. There are 4 teams in the NFL this year that have not surpassed 30-point mark.
I saw this fact the other day. Yeah, go ahead.
So it's the Giants, which clear as day, right? Like no one expected the Giants. Like I don't see them scoring over 30 points this year. The Patriots, they've never scored over 30 points this year. Rightfully so. I don't see that happening. Trent, I'm sorry. The Raiders is the 3rd team.
No, sorry.
That's not scored over 30 points. The 4th team that has not scored over 30 points this year is the Kansas City Chiefs. They're 14-1. That's crazy. Like
it is crazy.
That's not if that's not the most craziest stat you've heard in an NFL season, that's insane. There are 4 teams.
15-1.
15-1, I think now.
Yeah,
there are 4 teams in the NFL that haven't scored over 30 points. Patriots, Giants, Raiders, and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Shows you and we say the Chiefs don't cover ever.
They don't. Right? They just win games.
But it also shows you too, if they haven't scored over 30 points, it also shows you that their defense is pretty damn good. Spags has the guys playing because remember back when the Chiefs weren't winning Super Bowls.
What team?
Their kryptonite was their defense.
What team is 15-1 that doesn't score over 30 points in one game this year?
The Chiefs.
That's insane. I know. But tell me that's not the craziest stat you've ever heard.
No, it is nuts.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Listen to the teams that we compared them with.
I know.
And they're 15-1. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's bad news for the rest of the NFL.
Exactly. You're exactly right.
Because we're going to see our first three-peat, I believe, in our lifetimes. if not ever.
The Patriots?
No, I don't think anybody has.
The Patriots had a three-peat?
I don't think they ever three-peat. I think they went back-to-back like 2 or 3 times.
To be fair, I don't think the Chiefs three-peat.
I don't either, Trent. I know people are talking about it. I don't think that the Chiefs will. I think they will.
Trey said that. Yeah. Oh, you really think so?
Yeah.
So, Ty, if they're going to slip up, who's it going to be to?
Bills.
No.
Or
Maybe Ravens or Bills.
Broncos.
I think the NFL needs somebody besides Patrick.
Jordan Love.
Yuck.
Um,
All right,
We're
so
so
hold on.
overlooked. We're so overlooked. I love it. I love it.
Overlooked.
So much.
Oh my
time.
God.
It's time. It's time. It's time.
Bearded Best Bets.
All right, guys. I'll start us quick. Ready?
Yep.
I got 3 plays. First play, I like Titans money line versus the Jaguars. If the Raiders can beat you, the Titans can beat you. I like Commanders -4. This is Sunday night. I think it's going to be cold. It's going to be Michael Penix energy in cold weather. It's going to be a problem. And then I'm gonna Commanders -4, and then I got
Wait, you like the Commanders -4
I love Commanders -4
over Michael Penix?
Oh yeah,
Penix.
for sure. Penix gonna be cold.
Let's
It's gonna be
pronounce his name correctly, boys.
sorry,
Penix.
Penix is
I
gonna
was
be
just saying what you say all the time, Tyler.
Penix.
Well,
Penix
no,
gonna
that's
be
not true.
Penix in cold weather. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna shrivel up. Just kidding. Tyler's so mad.
That was
right
good.
now.
that was good.
Okay, he's like, guys,
No,
dude,
that's-
I'm not. No, then I got Bengals. I got Bengals Saturday game. Bengals -2.5.
2.5.
Yeah,
Nice.
they're playing for their lives, and it's just so happens to be the team that they need to lose. They get to control their own destiny. So I believe the Bengals are going to do it. So those are my picks. I got Titans money line, Commanders -4, and Bengals -2.5.
Tyler, I'd like to go next
Go ahead.
because I have a lot of opposite of Trent.
Okay.
I'm going Broncos +3.5. I think that is a bettor's trap game to the epitome of trap games. Is, the Bengals have a chance. All they have to do is beat the Broncos here. They're not a better team. It's as simple as that. They are not a better team. The Broncos are a better team through and through. I'll take the 3.5 points 100% of the time. Trent, I would like to beer bet you that. Are you okay with that? Or okay?
I have 2.5. I have 2.5.
No, that was that -140 for you.
Probably took it early, dude.
Yeah, I took it early. It's like -125.
Yeah, not getting anywhere near that now.
You're right
Giant
there,
robot.
So next game, I'm going to take Falcons +4.5 because I think the Penix energy is going to come through this next game. I really do. I thought Tyler thought it would happen next or the previous game. He's got his feet wet. He's growing as a quarterback. I think that the Falcons are fighting for a playoff spot. Commanders already kind of have one locked up in the NFC. Not as much of a must-win game. I think Falcons +4.5 is a great bet. Last is Titans +1. I'm going to take them money line, I think.
We agree on that one.
Yeah, I think they got to fire. They if this guy lasts till next year, if he's the head coach at the starting of next year, like
He won't be.
I don't know if I understand NFL. I don't know if I understand NFL coaching jobs.
Trey's gonna riot.
Like I will write letters to the Jacksonville headquarters every day saying you guys are fucking idiots. Like
Is that Mr.
he won what? He won one Super Bowl.
Vikings.
He won one Super Bowl, and you guys think he's this elite coach. Doug Peterson sucks. I hope his family's listening.
Next shirt tie. Doug Peterson sucks.
I hope his family's listening.
Wow,
Mr.
Come on,
Peterson,
come on.
he was one of the worst NFL coaches ever, and you're lucky it was
Holidays, come
Super Bowl.
It's a holiday.
Holidays are over. No, we're on the 27th, so
It's not
holidays are over. I can be mean again.
Keep it alive.
Last bet is Detroit -3.5. They're done. They're not good. 3.5 points. You're giving them more credit than they need. They're done. Like, come on, right?
Hey, we'll see. So here's my bets.
Best team in the NFL.
Here's my bets. I got Chargers -4 against the Patriots. The Chargers need to win, so I feel like this is a bounce back game. Trey, I'm on board with your Broncos +3.5 for sure because I also think the Bengals line is a trap.
So bad.
I think they want the Bengals. I want people to think, oh yeah, the Bengals are better, but the Broncos and Bo Nix is gonna show up.
Sit their balls in their face.
I am on the over 48.5 of the Buccaneers and Panthers game. I don't like the line. It's 8 for the Bucks, so I'm just gonna take the over there. But I do think the Bucks win that game. I'm taking Packers -1 against the Vikings. I agree, Trey. I don't think the Packers are necessarily overlooked, but I think they're underrated a little bit comparing to teams because they looked really good the other night. They've looked good the last couple of weeks, putting up 30-some points, not really getting a ton of hype. So I think even though it's in Minnesota, I think that this is going to be a game where the Packers kind of solidify, like, hey, listen, we belong here kind of thing. So I'm going Packers -1. But
when else is 11-4 third in your division?
Yeah, I'm actually, I know I'm biased, but I think this is a weird. This game's going to be really weird. The Monday night game, the Niners and the Lions. I'm going to take the Niners +3.5 at -118, simply because. No, I'm not betting that. Simply because.
Why not?
Why? Because this could look like the game that the Niners played against the Packers. Like it could get ugly really quick.
That's what I think is going to happen. That's why it's
why is it your best bet?
Only 3.5, dude.
My thought process of this is that the Niners are going to, obviously they're depleted, right, of literally everybody. And I do think that Dan Campbell coming out and saying, we're treating this game like it's any other game. We're going to put everybody in. Everybody's starting. But I think they're going to pull people more quicker than they anticipate. And that's why I'm taking the +3.5 is because I think that the Lions are going to be like, you know what? Everything we have is already in line. We don't really have much to do because, correct me if I'm wrong, they're going to know a lot in terms of playoff situation based on, it's a Monday night game. So they're going to be able to see everything that happens on Sunday, right? So what I'm saying is I think it's going to be Niners because I think the Lions aren't going to play everybody that long.
Yeah,
that's my thought. That's what I'm
the
thinking.
Niners aren't undefeated, but they got their quarterback, Debo, Kittle.
I don't know about Debo. Debo was a little banged up last game, so
his fingers hurt. He can't catch anything, so it doesn't matter if he's hurt or not.
Everybody's hurt. So I also don't know how long Brock's going to play. So that could also be, hey, listen, we're going to take Brock out, but I don't know. I think you need to let Brock play.
Two teams that have the highest injury percentage though in the NFL. Did you guys catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Lions.
And who's tied for first with the Lions?
Ravens.
The Raiders.
But yeah, those are my best bets for NFL.
Okay, I like it. I'll be interested to watch that Niners game. A lot of meaningful football actually this week. I know it's late in the year, but teams that can clinch in Week 17: Commanders, Falcons, Chargers, Broncos, and Rams. Teams that can be eliminated in Week 17: Bengals, Colts, Dolphins, Seahawks, Buccaneers. So lots at stake, meaningful ball, boys. And hey, let's finish December strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you also have to think about seedings, Trent.
Yeah.
Like seedings are also a big factor too in terms of these last couple games. Packers. I don't think you necessarily want to move up. Like they could be playing the Seahawks first round.
Yeah.
And if they win, they could play the Buccaneers, which I don't want to play the Buccaneers first round over the Seahawks. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. We got any college basketball to talk about here? I know it's been kind of a weird couple of days here with college basketball because holidays and tournaments. Basketball. Yeah.
Well, can I just say one thing? I was a little disappointed by the news last night. Jim Larinaga resigned. as the Miami Hurricanes head coach. A little bit of a, I don't know, like kind of running away from a very bad year type deal. But you know what? I guess where some of these coaches are now starting to see is like, hey, most of these players run away from bad situations, so guess they can too now. There's not a whole lot of loyalty, according to him and his quote in his press conference, where
So let's
he
made
said,
him walk away.
yeah, he said the turning point was their Final Four run. And after that Final Four run, 8 of his players sat there and said, I'm going to go out. I'm going to enter the transfer portal in search of a better NIL deal. So,
Even though I love Miami, that's what they
yeah,
said.
I don't think that is a true full representation. I think you got to be careful with what you recruit too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You got guys that are much about their brand, and you got guys that are competitors and want to freaking win. Because don't get me wrong. Let me back that up. Is because I think some of the big time players that go to say the blue blood schools, they already have enough of a brand that they can go to the big time schools. Like, and I'll say Cooper Flag, although I think Cooper Flag's a little bit more of an exception in a sense of, yeah, like he's looked at as like the number 1 overall pick already, and you know he went to Duke, and let's be real, it's borrowed time at Duke. You know, it's 1 year. Appreciate him while you have him, but I don't know. I also think that you look at some of these big time schools like the Blue Bloods, they do much better at keeping their talent, and I think it has to do with what some of those big time coaches that have those resumes will do. And don't get me wrong, John Shire does not have a big time resume yet, but the school itself does at Duke.
And he's also done a very good job of recruiting guys in there and staying within the top 15 consistently.
Yeah, but the Larinaga news hurts, man. I mean, guys, if you really sit back, I saw this today, and I won't be long winded. I'll if you need a couple big games to look for, Ty, I can give you a couple big games to look for. But since the conclusion of the 2016-2017 season, as a ACC spokesperson, this really hurts for me to say, the ACC lost the following head coaches since 2016-17. Coach K, Roy Williams, Rick Pitino, Jim Boeheim, Tony Bennett, Mike Bray, Buzz Williams, undercover Buzz, and then Jim Larinaga. And when you sit there and really look at it, that's some of that talent between a lot of these.
See him?
Glasses.
See him over there? Is that Buzz? No.
I thought you were looking for riblets. Anyway, 35 between just Coach K, Roy, Jim Boeheim, Mike Bray, Tony Bennett, and Jim Larinaga. That's 30 Final Four appearances and 10 national titles out the door. Yeah, so that's brutal. Hey, it's a change in time, and some of these coaches are going to get out of there, and it's interesting, but it is what the NCAA kind of has put in place until things. I think you're going to start to see contracts, man. That's what I really do.
You're going to have to at some point, but I do think, not necessarily like NIL wise, but like I think looking into some of this stuff with UConn, right, losing 3 in a row, and they win like 4 games, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, well, let's move back into 11. Like, and I get it. UConn was supposed to be they were, but like it did just crack me up. It's like, well, UConn, see ya. Oh, you won a couple games. All right, let's put them back in close to the top 10, so that way, like, I don't know. It takes. They obviously have an agenda with certain teams that are supposed to be good, but I don't know. Teams. A team that I have now put back on my list of betting. Even though the other night I was really freaking mad because the hook got me. It wasn't our Bearded Baker bet, but I threw a live bet on Oakland. Plus, I believe it was plus 2.5. And they ended up losing by 3. So that one hurt a little bit.
It's brutal.
Yeah, that was brutal. But Oakland has been friendly to me, so I think they actually would have covered the actual line. But again, I didn't get to bet until they were actually live. So, but Oakland's back on. I got to get my Golden Grizz shirt, man. I don't have a Golden Grizzly shirt, and like I've been like the Oakland guy. So I don't know. I was there celebrating the other night. Son's like, do you like Oakland better than North Carolina? I was like, no, I just like to bet on them.
Can you imagine?
I said the other night though. I said when they were playing, I said he was the only one that took Oakland in the Sweet 16 because he and I would stay up and watch Oakland basketball games all the time. So he knew everything about Oakland. He's like, Dad, I'm putting him here in my bracket.
They do have another guy that's actually looking pretty good, like Malachi Christian or whatever. Like
he's a freshman. Tinted goggles, dude. He's freaking awesome.
Starting to catch fire
threes. Too. Absolutely. He's gonna be the guy.
Yep.
So I'm back on Oakland's bandwagon. I know I think they only have 4 or 5 wins, but I love their coach. I love Camp as a coach. He's been there for over 40 years. Legendary. So pretty cool to see. But Oakland's the team, and obviously again the Bonnies are still a team that I've been betting on. So
big games. You guys need them?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, still got a couple days.
Not great big game. Not too much on tomorrow night, if anything.
2 games.
Yeah, but Saturday, 2:00 matchup. I think a good one to watch would be Ole Miss versus Memphis. That could be a good game. And then the other big one would be the 4:00 window. You got Gonzaga playing UCLA. That should be a pretty big matchup. And then watch out, 3:00. This is a sneaky one. Eastern Illinois versus the BBC Beavers.
The BBC Beavers.
Trent, how about? All right, I sent that.
Blackburn College Beavers is who that is.
Sounds like it should be a category.
They are in an upstart year, I believe. Upstart year. They play Eastern Illinois on Saturday, December 28th. And you guys want to know the weird thing?
Sure.
Their only other previous game was also against Eastern Illinois, and that was December 17th. So once again, they are, I believe, one of those like colleges that are like just establishing a program. So they've only played in Eastern Illinois.
Have you talked about their head coach?
Oh,
his name is Harry.
Oh God,
Harry Beavers.
Harry Beavers.
No, he's the head coach.
God,
oh man, I think we got to end it on that episode.
Yep.
Yeah, before I say something else.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, it's been a joy. Wait, I'm gonna close out with this.
100 boys. Tyler,
Quick,
Trey, flip it around.
top.
Flip it around. Trey, flip it around.
quick pop top. There it is. Shout out Richard Pop Top. Shout out to Trey. Just first
episode 001.
Oh, now it's 100.
I'm gonna go like this.
All right. Have a good weekend, everybody.